In today's video, I'd like to talk about Luna, Terra, and Sol, and why I think Luna is the best model here. But before I talk about what is the best and worst, and why I think the Luna is the best, and why I think most people aren't understanding why Luna is so good, I want to talk about the fake propaganda, the fake news that OpenAI is telling us right here. Okay, so if you have seen, they are telling about how good Sol, Terra, and Luna really is, and how amazing they are. The thing is, Sol is capable of doing things that Fable is capable of doing, so it's a Mythos level AI. Okay, so it's a really good AI. But let's see, we have Fable's numbers and prices here, and as you can see, the input for Fable is $10. In the current ChatGPT 5.5, not extra high, just the normal regular 5.5 is $5 for input. And if we look at this picture, okay, let me take my camera out of the way, and as you guys can see, the input of Sol here is the same as the current price of GPT 5.5. Does this mean it's going to be as cheap as 5.5 and much cheaper than Fable 5? The quick answer is no, and I'll show you why, okay? So first thing that I need to talk is about the benchmarks. So the benchmarks we have here are from OpenAI, okay? And they are the ones who created the model. So this these benchmarks aren't the best. These numbers can be and probably are, they may be lying here. And as you can see here, ChatGPT 6 5.6 Sol Ultra is better than Mythos 5 and Sol normal Sol, which is this price again, the $5 is the one without Ultra, okay? As you can see here, it does not say Ultra. It not saying Ultra means it's the $5 price instead of the $10 price, okay? And as you can see, it's better than Mythos 5 by 0.8%, but it's better. That's what they are telling us, okay? But the thing that got my attention here is this graph here, which we have the output tokens and the score, okay? So the more it goes up, the better. The more it goes right, the worse, okay? The more it goes right, the less cheaper it is, so the more expensive it gets, okay? And as you can see here, we have GPT 5.5, Luna, Terra, and Sol. Let's see about Terra first. So Terra is half the price. They're telling us Terra is half the price. If we look here, it's $2.50, okay, as you guys can see here, $2.50 and 15 in output. But so it's the half of 5.5. That's what I'm saying, okay? But if you look at this graph, there is something interesting going on, okay? The graph goes all the way to the right to be a little bit better than 5.5, okay? And as I told you guys, the more it goes to the right, the more expensive it gets. So essentially, we are paying the half the money to use Terra for the same amount of tokens. So 10,000 tokens in 5.5 is the same cost as 20,000 tokens in 5.6 Terra, okay? But as we can see here, 5.5 extra high used 25,000 tokens, okay, to get this score of 23%. Terra with 20,000 tokens, which is very next to 25,000, okay, we got 17% of score. This means it is not that great, actually. And the worst part, to get more score than 5.5, it needed a lot, and I mean a lot of tokens. The double the amount of tokens that 5.5 used. What is this telling us? This is telling us that even though 5.6 Terra is good, it is not the half the price. It is using double the tokens to be better than 5.5. So it's almost the same price in practice. Okay, it's almost the same thing, the same price, because it's using twice as much token to get the same result. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, that is what gets me thinking, because they are telling us Sol, which is a Fable level model, has this input price of 5, as we can see here, which is half the input price of Fable. As you can see here, Fable is $10. But Fable maybe uses half the tokens that Sol will use. So this is telling us that Sol actually costs the same as Fable, but uses twice as much tokens with half the price. That's where it gets the same amount of price. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing that caught my attention. And that's why I think Luna is the best one here. Because Luna, as you can see here, Luna, even though it's not the best on reasoning, on Genie Bench, on biology and everything, it's not the best. As you can see here, it's really, really down here. It's worse than everything, worse than 5.5 in extra high. But 5.6 Luna used 50,000 tokens to get 14%. Okay, but the price of Luna is so low, it's $1. It's 5 times cheaper than current GPT 5.5. Okay, so it's where it got my attention, because in my workflow of developing games, because I'm focusing on developing games to sell on Steam right now. And how am I developing it? As you can see here on the camera, actually this side here, we have anti-gravity and codex side by side. Okay, and what I do is I use codex as much as I can for the 5 hours, and I use Gemini all the time because it can iterate and do a lot of stuff without running out of tokens. I have so many tokens using Gemini that I cannot run out of tokens. Okay, understand? The thing is, if I can do this with Luna, this is really good, because Luna is probably better than Gemini. Gemini doesn't even appear here. As you can see here, we have Luna right here at 82%, which is really good. Actually, 3.1 Pro is right here at 70%. So it's 12 points better than 3.1 Pro Gemini. So that's why I think Luna 5.6 is so good, because you can develop so much using so little tokens. It maybe use a lot of tokens, but what I mean is, even if it uses 3 times as much tokens at 5.5 uses, it's 5 times cheaper. This means I have more limit to use on codex. This means I can develop more applications, more games, more things with the same price that I'm paying right now. And that's why I think Luna is going to be so good, because I can do the first version of the prototype using, I don't know, Sol or even Terra. Okay, that's a better model. I use this really good model on extra high to develop the first step on development. After I have my spec driven and everything, I'll develop the first step. And after I get this first step done by the good one, the mythos, the fable, the Sol in this case, I can finally develop using Luna. So Luna I can use to iterate all the time, developing updates and everything all the time, using less tokens. And once I have the final version, once I have everything working, I can finally go to Sol again and ask Sol, okay, Sol, analyze, optimize, and correct everything that's wrong right now. And it will get everything working, everything optimized, and I got everything working using Luna, which is very cheap, and I can use Sol to get the thing done, to get the thing ready to ship. Okay, so that's why I think Luna is going to be so good, because it's so cheap that you can use all the time. It's very cheap, and you can use without even thinking about it. You don't need to worry about running out of tokens, and that's where it gets my attention. Because if you get infinite tokens, it's so good to use, it's so good to vibe code when you don't have to worry about tokens, that your life is just better. And that's why I am with the Codex. That's why I'm using Codex and anti-gravity and not Claude. Because Claude, I have so little tokens, I cannot create a lot of stuff. But Codex, I can create a lot of stuff. Anti-gravity, I can iterate a lot of stuff, even though it's buggy. It gets the job done, and then I go to even Opus or 5.5 extra high and get the job corrected, bug solved. Okay, that's my vision on Luna. That's my vision on the release. I'm looking forward to it. I hope the best. I really want to use it. I'm not from the United States, and that's why I'm a little bit worried that it might not happen so soon for us here in Brazil, but I'm waiting for the best. So tell me, what do you think about these new models? I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and bye bye.